Hello Flosstube, Natasha here again with Madrona Embroidery. This is my third Flosstube ever. Thank you for all of those who have subscribed or liked or commented. I've enjoyed interacting with you guys. I feel so welcomed to this community. It's so fun to watch people stitch on Flosstube, and I'm happy to share my work with you guys as well. Today I am going to show you a finish, which I'm excited about, as well as the progress on two of my whips, and I'll talk about some of my plans coming up. So first off, I'm just going to jump right in to my finish, and this is the pattern I chose for America's 250th birthday. I wanted to do something since it's such a momentous occasion, so I did the America Berry by Erica Michaels Design. And this is it. I'm very happy with it. I like the colors. I picked DMC colors instead of the classic Colorworks for the navy and for the red. At first I thought the navy was too dark, but I do like how it looks. My favorite part to stitch was this little eagle. He's just so cute. I did go with a different color for the eye. I went with this brown instead of this gold. I tried the gold and it just didn't have enough contrast for me, so I swapped over to the brown. But yeah, that was the first one, my first finish for the just finished June and July that Stitching with Charlie is doing as a challenge this June and July. I am considering frogging these two stars here because I'm not actually going to finish it as a berry. I want to enter it into the state fair here, and I'm already entering something in the other category that doesn't have to have a frame or like a household object. So I'm gonna frame this guy, and I think since I'm framing him, I might remove these two stars on the outside. Let me know what you guys think. Although I might get started on this later today, to be honest. And then, anything else I was gonna mention? I do have the things I need. I went to a thrift store in Michael's because I'm really excited about fully finishing this object, turning it into an FFO, because the 4th of July is right around the corner on Saturday. So I went to a thrift store and I bought this frame. Oops, it's got a picture in there. Sorry, picture, you're gonna have to go away. But it's a nice wood frame. It's pretty sturdy. It's not perfect, but it's not too banged up compared to the other ones I found, and for a decent price. So I'm gonna be using this frame. And then I bought a bunch of little pins and some acid-free foam board. And I'm going to try to pin this guy, upside down, into it. So I'll see at first if I like the stars on the outside. Otherwise, I will just remove them and have it be more of a rectangle shape. I think I'll probably like that more. But yeah, very excited. This is my first finish in a little while. My second finish for cross stitch ever. So I was very happy to finish that the other day. All right. Now I'm going to move into my whips, my works in progress. And the first one I have is Arcadian Peonies by Avlia Folk Embroidery. If you've watched my other Flosstubes, you know that I really, really enjoy Krista's patterns that she has on her website, Avlia Folk Embroidery. I think they're so pretty. But this is the progress that I had last time I did a Flosstube 2 weeks ago. And then I'll show you where I am now. I haven't gotten that much further. I've been a little busier than I anticipated, but this is my current progress. Last time I had just finished the two peonies, and this, I think I mostly finished the star in the middle, if not fully finished it, but I started working on more of the border beneath, and I've got the start of that third peony over on the side. Right now it looks like a little radish with leaves, but I just love this pattern so much. It's very, very symmetrical. So I don't have to reference the pattern at all anymore. I don't think I will till I get to the edge of the border, which is nice. But I love, like, if you look at that leaf, I just stitch one, then I mirror image stitch the other one while I'm looking at the other one. I really enjoy working without the pattern and the how it repeats. And if you didn't watch my previous YouTube Flosstubes, I am doing 4 peonies on the bottom. That's not what the original pattern calls for. but I'm going to do 4 on the bottom, and then I am going to finish it as a bread cover, traditional bread cover called a challah cover for Shabbat in the Jewish culture. And this is going to be a gift for my mom. So I'm not going to do peonies along the top. That was originally, it was like a mirrored design for a table runner. I'm modifying it, which is something that's so nice to do with these folk patterns because they're very able to be done in different repeats of each other. So yeah, I'm very happy with where this is at, and I believe I am going to try to finish this in the month of July. It's a lot of stitching. I'm a slow stitcher. I have a lot of things I like to do during the summers when I have time off. I'm a teacher. I'm really enjoying the summer so far. But I'm going to try to get a good amount of time done on this guy. Oh, and I don't remember if I mentioned, but this is a 26 count fabric. It is also the ground cloth that I use for the Embroidery, and it is the color Natural. All right, this next one is Santorini Floral, also by Avlia Folk Embroidery. And I had just done a little start on this one last time, as you can see here on the screen, and I've gotten a little bit further. I was mostly focused on finishing the Embroidery during these last couple weeks, but I got a little bit more on this just because I'm really excited about this pattern. I love the colors, and I'm excited for how it's gonna look. But this is where I am now. So I'm just continuing on that border here. This is actually just a little part of the border, the very base of it. These look like bluebells to me, so I've been calling them bluebells. Been working on this. But once I pick up the needle again for this one, I'm going to start working on the rest of the border, which has a few more of this blue, and then it's got a lot of flowers, and then it has another border line of blue up at the top of here, which I think is going to be about here. We'll see. But I'm excited for this one. It's a huge piece of fabric, a little nervous. My goal is to finish this by Christmas, so December 25th. But if I don't finish it by then, since it's for my mother-in-law, I am going to extend that goal all the way to next April, because that is when her birthday is. And then, just because I didn't show it in the beginning, this is the pattern, what the final design should look like. Got those beautiful florals, but I'm just working on the beginning of this border in a corner. So in the weeks that are approaching, we should see a lot more progress in that one, especially after I finish this guy right here. That fabric I am using for the Santorini Floral, this is a 30 count linen, and I realize I've been doing it with a bit of a thicker needle. I don't know a lot about needle sizes yet, but I've been like having to poke it through. I just realized as I gathered all my needles to prep for this Flosstube that I probably swapped the one that came with this kit and the one that came with a different kit. So I'm going to grab the thinner needle for this guy, since this is my first time stitching on 30 count linen. I stitched on a 30 count fabric, a cotton fabric from Avlia, but not a linen. So it's pretty, I don't know how you guys stitch on 40 count and things like that. I have pretty good eyes, and I feel like I'd be really, really zoned into it, but maybe I'll find out someday. So that is 30 count vanilla linen from Avlia Folk Embroidery. And that's all I have for my whips and for my finish. I do have a few things planned for July to start. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I'm excited to start the Nutcracker by Owl Forest Embroidery. I'm planning to do that on a darker linen. Some of you guys have given some good advice for that. I'm thinking probably a 28 count linen, just because while I'm stitching on this 30 count, I'm thinking I like the looser weave a little bit more. Not like the looser weave, but the lower count. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do 28 count. We'll see. I'll see what the local store near me has. But I'm planning to start that in July because my husband and I designate fund money for each month for each of us. And I use a lot of mine on cross stitch. So I'm waiting till July to make additional purchases for that. So I'm hoping to start a Tatries project. Tatries is a traditional folk embroidery from the Levantine region. It is associated with the Palestinian people in modern times, since that is the group that does it the most and has done the most work to keep it alive. And there's a lot of free resources online, a lot of beautiful patterns, and I'm hoping to use some of the free resources of historical references to create my own pattern and pick out my own color palette. So I am excited to start a Tatries sampler. I don't know if I'm going to do a sampler. We'll see how it ends up looking. There's some samplers online that are Tatries that are pretty, but I might keep it a little bit more basic. I'm probably going to do it on the ground cloth, this fabric, since I have quite a bit more of that. But stay tuned for that. I think it will be an interesting project. But anyways, short floss tube, just wanted to give an update and to show you my progress and to show you my finish. I'm so excited about it. Hopefully next floss tube, definitely next floss tube, I will show you the America berry as a fully finished object, not as a berry, but as a framed piece. And then I'm hoping to make quite a bit of progress on the Arcadian peonies and on the Santorini floral. Even though that has a further deadline, I'm excited to work on it. So hopefully next floss tube we'll get a couple new starts and some more progress. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.